Rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Mayor Paul.
Here.
Vice Mayor Hatton.
Here.
Councilmember Whitman.
Here.
Councilmember Starkey. Here. Councilmember Lewis.
Here.
Mr. Lemack.
Here.
Mr. Lewis. Mr. Holste. Mr. Weinthal.
Here.
Mayor, you have a quorum.
Thank you very much. This evening is our second budget hearing. It is a public hearing, and I'm going to start off with Mr. Lemack to make a presentation.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Town Council members, members of the community, staff, Richard Lemack, Town Administrator. We will not be repeating the full presentation made at the first budget hearing on September 3rd, 2025. However, we do want to remain in compliance with Florida's truth in millage or trim statutes. To do so, we must ensure that the first substantive issue discussed today are the percentage increase in millage over the rollback rate and the reasons ad valorem revenues are increasing. At the September 3rd, 2025 budget hearing, the Town Council approved a tentative millage rate for fiscal year 2026 of 5.6250 mils. This is the same millage rate as assessed for fiscal year 2025. The tentative millage rate is 6.87% above the rollback rate of 5.263 mils and is a tax increase under state law. This millage rate, when combined with the growth in the town's tax base, is nearly $225 million. It is related to new construction last year, which will generate an additional $6.4 million in the budgeted ad valorem tax revenue next year. This operating millage rate and ad valorem revenue is necessary for the following reasons. One, to fund the operating budget of the town, to enhance community safety and wellness, to maintain our facilities, equipment, and infrastructure, to fund the debt service of our general obligation bonds for the construction of new town hall, to support higher costs of our employee salaries and benefits, as well as new positions, to support higher operating impacted by the inflation, to fund components of fiscal year 2026 capital improvement program budget, to pursue our strategic priorities and business plan initiatives, to maintain our strong fiscal stability, and finally, to continue to commit our commitment to improving our information technologies infrastructure, services, and security. Mayor, with that, I will turn it back over to you.
Okay, thank you. The first order of business is the second and final reading of the millage rate. Mr. Weinthal, would you read the ordinance by title?
Yes, Mayor. Millage rates in ordinance to the Town of Davie, Florida, establishing the millage rates to be levied for the fiscal year beginning October 1, 2025 and ending September 30, 2026, providing for severability, providing for conflicts, and providing for an effective date.
Thank you. According to the law, I'm going to read this public announcement. The Town of Davie's operating millage rate to be levied for fiscal year 2026 is 5.6250 mils, which is 6.87% greater than the rollback rate of 5.2633 mils. The voted debt service millage rate for fiscal year 2026 is 0.1725 mils. If there are any members of the public who would like to speak, you may come forward at this time. Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing. Does the council have any questions or discussion? May I have a motion to approve and a second the millage rate?
Motion to approve village rates.
Second.
May I have a roll call, please?
Councilmember Lewis.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hatton.
Yes.
Councilmember Starkey.
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman.
Yes.
Mayor Paul.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. The next item is the budget. Mr. Weinthal, would you read the ordinance by title?
Yes, Mayor. In ordinance to the Town of Davie, Florida, adopting the budget for the fiscal year beginning October 1, 2025, and ending September 30th, 2026, providing for severability, providing for conflict, and providing for an effective date.
Thank you. This is a public hearing. If anyone wishes to speak for or against, you may come forward at this time. Please state your name and
Justin Dacey,
address.
8250 Southwest 44th Court.
Did you get that?
Did you?
I didn't hear it. It was just talking to the microphone.
Sure. Oh, apologies. 8250 Southwest 44th Court, Justin Dacey. My comments are focused on the grants and aids budget. The general fund contribution to grants and aids is slated to raise by 75% this year over last year, growing 5 times faster than the general fund operating expense contribution. Over the last 5 years, grants and aids spending has grown by more than 8,000%, from $21,000 5 years ago to nearly $2 million this year, outpacing overall budget growth by about 160 to 1. I am in favor of helping sponsor organizations that provide a direct public benefit, and I am concerned that the increase in budget is a choice by council to have more discretionary spending authority or misclassifications by staff. 3 examples. In the Parks and Recreation budget, there's a $50,000 grants and aid appropriation for a sponsorship of a private ticketed event closed off from the public, yet this expense was classified under the Florida Uniform Accounting System Code 572, which is defined as, quote, the cost of providing recreational facilities and activities open to the public. Are we diverting general fund tax dollars to for-profit events with no public access? Number 2, this is probably a clarity, Zona Place. In 2022, the council approved $1.5 million in developer credits from various reserve accounts, but the proposed budget says there is $1 million in credits remaining. Originally, water and sewer funds were allocated for part of these credits. Can staff clarify whether the water and sewer funds originally allocated are still responsible from their share from 2022, or is that portion now being covered by general fund grants and aids? Community Endowment Fund. The budget references the sunsetting of the Community Endowment Fund, and that some of the aid will continue directly to organizations. Is this a signal that the council desires more room for their own discretion in aid to private organizations? Perhaps a new code outlining procedures for screening grants and aids applications, like other municipalities have, would help safeguard the rapid growth of grants and aids budget in the town of Davie.
Thank you. Would you like to respond to that?
Yeah, thank you,
It
Mayor.
was kind of fast.
Yeah, no, I got it.
I know he
I
wanted
got
to
it.
get it in, but
I got it. Yeah, I'll just give, so I'll work backwards. As far as the Community Endowment Fund is, just as we all know, the Community Endowment Fund is not funded by the town. The Community Endowment Fund is a self-directed fund by the public who may want to contribute to the bins that we put out there for the recycling. So if somebody makes a choice to be able to put their recyclable goods, their clothing, their shoes, and other fabric materials into those bins, they are collected and they are repurposed, and we get a revenue share for that. We do not put any taxpayer money into that fund. That the reason why the fund diminished is obviously the services have diminished, and we have kept one charitable organization, as you all know, that as long as the funds continue to come in from non-government, non-taxable services, then we'll continue to provide that level of service. That's on the Community Endowment Fund. So it is not funded by taxpayer dollars. It's a choice that our public makes should they want to make that contribution. As far as any incentives in the CR, that came for downtown Davie within the Community Redevelopment Agency, you know that that's what the Community Redevelopment Agency does. The CRA was created to the specific purpose of providing those redevelopment and economic development incentives to remove the statutory requirements of slum and blight. I don't like those words, but that's a statutory requirement. So all that has been allocated appropriately, audited appropriately, and our redevelopment plan adopted, and that's fine. As far as the large number of monies that we talked about, as far as incentive grants, I'd have to go through the budget with Bill, but I could tell you in order for us to create an expenditure, we have to have a revenue. And most of those large number grants, as you know, come from federal or state appropriations. So we create that line item for monies to be able to come in so that we can expend them. So as you know, we've gotten, for instance, the ARPA money was $18 million alone. Those monies came from the federal government, and we distributed those for our stormwater-related issues and other funding sources that have all been proved publicly. So that's in a short nutshell for that. And if you'd like more information, I can certainly do some more research with Mr. Ackerman and provide that.
Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Lemack, perhaps you and staff could meet with, I'm sorry, I didn't catch the last name, but Mr. Justin.
Sure.
And then go over some of his concerns and be able to let him see exactly, because we're very transparent in what we do at the town, and make sure it gets legal competencies as well. So if you could meet with him on those issues, that would be a lot of help.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else that would like to speak? Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing. Can I have a motion to approve the budget?
Motion to approve the budget?
Second?
Roll call, please.
Mayor Paul,
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman,
Yes.
Councilmember Starkey,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hatton.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Okay, closes the public hearing. And if there's no objections, we're adjourned. Thank you. Don't go anyplace.